Don't forget, doggydiamondsnofilter.com is the website. The link is right below in the description box. You can log on there. There, you will find access to all of my social media sites as well as my shop where you should be purchasing merchandise from me. You can also find the new uploads of the audio podcast. You can also go to doggydiamondstv.com. I have many URLs all over the place. But yeah, Doggy Diamonds No Filter and Doggy Diamonds TV is the official websites of Doggy Diamonds. Also, for only $100, I could promote your content on Doggy Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's the Twitter accounts, the Facebook accounts, Insta stories, YouTube community, threads, and for an additional $100, your content, whether it be your t-shirt, whether it be your candles, whether it be your music or your YouTube or whatever video of your choice, can be on the main page of Doggy Diamonds Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggy Diamonds for your promo. Must be Cash App ready. Allow 2 to 3 days delivery. No refunds. I ain't do this in a while. Hold on. No, not that. Come on, man. Do the right thing if you're going to do it. There we go. You are now watching Doggy Diamonds TV on YouTube. Let's get into some news. I just felt like doing that. I made so many little things and trinkets and intros and stuff that I don't be running them sometimes. So, we gonna go into some stuff tonight. Thank you for joining me on this Friday evening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. If you are right now in your crib, make sure you got something to drink, preferably water. But if you drink, take your drinky drink. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But don't blame it on me. You got your smoke, get your little smoky smoke. Grab you some Cheez-Its, some chips. Whatever you got to do, get what you got to get. We're going to be talking. You're going to be listening. All right. Be quiet. See, sometimes, being that I still got my hairline, I got to utilize it sometimes. And I be wanting to show y'all how well I did on the avatar. Not this guy right here. That was me about 120 pounds ago. But the guy up there in the top left corner, I did well with that. Like, I can't believe that I really made it look like me. So sometimes I just want to show you. Okay. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggy Diamonds. This is Doggy Diamonds TV. Shout out to the playback gang. The playback gang. Everybody who's watching on the playback. If you're not here right now, you're watching on the playback, I appreciate you too. Sometimes you can't make it. But you're here. So, what is up with Wendy Williams? So, shall I bring you up to speed of what's happening with Wendy Williams? Let's go. Former talk show host Wendy Williams has been diagnosed with the primary progressive aphasia, never heard of that before, and the frontal temporal dementia. Her team said in a statement Thursday. She was diagnosed last year after going several medical tests. Her team said the conditions have presented significant hurdles in Wendy's life. Wendy would not have received confirmation of those diagnoses were it not for the diligence of her current care team, who she chose, and the extraordinary work of the specialists at Weir Cornell Medicine. Receive a diagnosis has enabled Wendy to receive the medical care she requires, Williams' team said in the news release. Primary progression aphasia is a nervous system syndrome that affects a person's ability to communicate, according to the Mayo Clinic. People who have it often have trouble expressing their thoughts and can lose their ability to speak and write. Symptoms typically begin before the age of 65. Frontotemporal dementia, or FTD, refers to a group of diseases that primarily affects the frontal and the temporal lobes of the brain, the Mayo Clinic said. It is usually associated with behavioral and personality changes and difficulty with language. After Bruce Willis was diagnosed with aphasia, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what I'm gonna do. I say APS and Asia, so I'm gonna say aphasia. Okay. In 2022, would progress to frontotemporal dementia. Williams, 59, has previously opened up about her battles with lymphedema and Graves' disease in 2017. She fainted in the middle of a Halloween episode of The Wendy Williams Show, but recovered and finished the episode. A year later, she announced that she was taking a 3-week break following her Graves' disease diagnosis. In 2022, amid ongoing health battles, it was announced that the show was ending. So you can read this for yourself, but that's basically what's going on with Wendy Williams. Now, the tough question, and I think this is a tough question. I think it's a legitimate question. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody or, ask a difficult question. Do you feel bad for her? You're gonna have people who say no, because people have a heart, right? People will be like, yo, it's messed up that anybody goes through anything. But the Wendy Williams that I grew up listening to was brutal. She spared nobody's information. She spared nobody's medical records. Anything about you, she was putting that shit out there. I find it funny, well, not funny. I find it strange how the universe works that people who talk for a living or spoke a lot for a living, there's always some type of condition they come down with that stops their ability to talk. Look at Muhammad Ali, and Wendy Williams, Richard Pryor. You come down with diseases that stops the ability for you to be able to talk. Wendy Williams used to put people medical records out there. Wendy Williams called Whitney Houston the crackhead. She did a lot of shit. So as you see her, and some people might see her and say, "Oh, Wendy, you know her from the Wendy Williams show." There was a brutal woman prior to that. It was some brutal shit with her. And not to mention, she was a heavy drug user. She did a lot of cocaine, admittedly. And the funny thing about it is, I thought Wendy Williams at one point was a beautiful woman. I mean, as she aged, she didn't really look that good to me, but I never thought she was ugly. But her gossip game, you see how some people don't like Tasha K and what she do? Tasha K and them ain't got shit on what Wendy Williams was doing. Because of Wendy Williams, well, I think we might have somebody, this is before my time, but if I could recall, the newspaper had Jackie Collins, which might have been Joan Collins' sister, and Ann Landers, and they had people who did gossip prior to Wendy. But the difference with them was they did, white people gossip. Rock Hudson is gay and shit like that. Wendy Williams brought it to the urban community. Wendy Williams brought it to the blacks. And she was telling shit that we didn't know. And what we see today, what everybody is doing, she's the founder of a lot of that shit. She's the one who started a lot of that shit that's going on that you see today. So the shade room, media takeout, all of that, Wendy Williams was doing that on the radio. So I remember she was on BLS, Wendy Williams. It would be no Charlemagne. So when you see Charlemagne doing what he was doing for some years, he was a student of Wendy Williams, direct student of Wendy Williams. So I know a lot of people would be like, they would feel bad for her. They would say, yo, it's messed up and all that. But some people are like, yo, that's what the fuck she get. If you feel bad for her, I don't say you shouldn't feel bad, but I also will understand why some people would be like, yo, nah, she ruined a lot of lives with the information she used to put out. And I'm talking about, it was some raw gossip. It was some shit. You know what I'm saying? All the fun boy shit that dudes, I can't even say it's gossip now, because some of the shit that has been confirmed, she was talking about that back then. And if we really, really go deep into her exposing the fun boys, it's dudes that's skating around right now. She was calling fun boys in 95, 94. So some of these dudes, because she doesn't do that type of media after a while, they got away with not being not being outed. Because a lot of them, it was a lot of them that she, because I think she used to say uh pinkies up and that how you doing shit. She used to call dudes how you doing and say they got their pinkies up. You know what I'm saying? Um and she was just she was brutal, brutal. She wasn't no, yo, she was just she was, and again, some of it was the truth, so I can't really say it was it was gossip, but yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal. Unfortunately, Method Man wife had some health incidents, and Wendy Williams put it out there. Some very, very bad health stuff that she was going through, and she actually put it out there, and again, so I see some people saying, she deserved her privacy, she deserved that. I'm like, how does somebody who never gave nobody no privacy deserve privacy? Can you make that make sense for me? She never gave nobody no privacy. She was let some shit about. And then, in the day and time that we in, content going content. If I fall out this chair right now, I'm content, right? This is just where we're at. So when you were a part of bringing forth the content, you are now content, because think about it. If she was still on the radio in her heyday and it was the time, and it was a situation where somebody else had this condition, you don't think that she wouldn't speak on it? You don't think she would say something? She would. So content is content. You know what I'm saying? Content is content. And so, yeah, we can't be sitting there like, oh, she needs her private. Yo, she ain't getting nobody no privacy. She ain't getting nobody no privacy. She was, So and nowadays we're in a day and time where everything is content. See, look how bad it is. Your best friend make you content. Your exes make you content. Your mama will make you content. Your daddy. We see people, kids making them content. So that style of what she was doing, that's just what it is now. That's what it is. I did a show before, and sometimes I do shit be going over people's head. But if you revisit it, you'll understand. It's not if somebody's going to expose you, but when. So we live in an exposed world now. Like shit, you can't have no flaws. You can't have nothing about you that could get a like or a view. If it do, somebody putting it out. Somebody definitely gonna say, well, this person, this, that, and the third. Yeah. So shit, and when she got confronted on a lot of her shit, she put some information out there, but when she was getting confronted about some of the shit she was doing, she was doing her dirt too. You know what I'm saying? She was doing her dirt too. So, it's just a little difficult. Like when it's like when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, right? So if you made people content, you're going to be content. This is not somebody who was innocent. This is not somebody who was Rosa Parks and we watched them progressively decline. This is somebody who talk shit for a living, talk people business, put people business out there, outed marriages. She was doing it. Go back and listen to some of that shit. I'm telling you, it's out there. Oh, and her and Judge Mathis. Listen to that. Listen to when you get a chance, listen to Wendy Williams and Judge Mathis. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Wendy Williams and Judge Mathis. He called her a crackhead. He called her all types of shit. So yeah, she used to do her thing. She used to do her thing on people. And we all gonna meet a fate, right? Because we don't know how any of our conditions is gonna turn up. But you want to give yourself a chance to be happy and healthy later on in life. That's why you don't sniff coke. That's why you not shouldn't be an excessive weed smoker, an excessive drinker, or having all types of wild, crazy sex with people. This is we are to learn from these things because I notice if you're not born with something, if you develop it, that must have something to do with lifestyle. So if you are a avid drug user, a avid drinker, or you have wild sex with people and shit, your chances of riding off into the sunset is kind of slim, right? Your chances of riding off into the sunset, it don't look that good. You can end up in a bad state, and we're seeing it. Black China, I don't know her relationship with Black China, but I think if we are in a time where we didn't have to see her like that, right? We could have seen her and left, because the same people who feel bad for her laughed at her when she fell out, right? They laughed at her big eyes. They laughed at her skinny legs. 50 Cent trashed her a lot, and people think it's funny. So this is the end result of that. This is what was going, this is what it was coming to. So now it's here. You can't feel bad for her if you was laughing at the journey. This is the end result of the journey. Well, the end result is death, right? But y'all laughed at her skinny legs. Y'all laughed at her eyes bulging out her head. Y'all laughed when she fainted. Motherfuckers was laughing. So why is it not funny now? This is the end result of what you were laughing at. This is what it come down to. And it ain't even like they gave her privacy. They show her in the worst state she could be in. So if it's about, Tisha said a documentary is coming out tomorrow. So here we go. They're here to sell a damn documentary. So that's what that we got to see her in a bad state so people could go want to watch her documentary now. See, that, my friend, is what selling your soul is. That's what selling shit is. Like when you will sell a person in the worst state they can be in to sell a documentary. That's what it's all about. And I'm like, Black China, respectfully, what the hell make Black China a spokeswoman for any goddamn thing great? Like Black China? See, but look, we forget fast sometimes. We be like, oh yeah, Black China. Listen, and get the likes up too, man. There's a lot of people in here. There's only a few likes. You know what I'm saying? But Black China, we're actually sitting there looking at Black China like she's a fucking Mother Teresa. And we like Black. Oh, I forgot. She's not Black China no more. She's whatever the fuck her name is. And then Black China Mama be wildin'. Black China Mama is like what Wendy Williams used to be like. Don't let Black China Mama know any of your business. So what the hell is really going on? Some of y'all in the crib like this, looking at her, feeling bad, and all this shit is the damn seller documentary. That ain't right. You don't play with people's emotions like that. Some of y'all in the crib looking at her like, damn, that's messed up. And they trying to sell a goddamn documentary. Put her out there looking crazy. Her wig ain't on and shit. Nah. You don't get a nigga back like that. Black China? I can see if it was Michelle Obama, not like she's with a Black China? I ain't saying she faking it. Ain't that much faking in the world. I mean, if I'm gonna fake anything, I ain't gonna fake my cognitive skills and losing my fucking memory. Nah. So damn, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. It's an unfortunate situation at the end of it all because the human parts of you say you don't want nobody to suffer, right? But what are you to do? What are you to do? She I said I could tell you some shit to Google Wendy Williams, Google Wendy Williams and Whitney Houston, Google Wendy Williams and Judge Mathis. She was you could Wendy Williams, Tupac. So a lot of people that you love and love, she ain't had no mercy on them. She was going in. I bought her book too. I did read her book. I did read her book. But I say that the founder of a lot of shit that we looking at, she set that tone for that. She set what we're looking at. This form of gossip talk. I saw Wendy. It was a particular time where people were running home to catch her on the radio. Like she had it though. She had it on lock. And Wendy Williams and Method Man, yeah, this Wendy Williams, Whitney Houston was like a crackhead. Psh, I got too much money to smoke crack. Cause she was trying to embarrass Whitney Houston. This was Whitney Houston when we thought something might have been wrong, but think about it, man. If you at least 40 years old, Whitney Houston was like everybody sung Greatest Love of All at their goddamn graduation. They had everybody singing that shit. I believe there's really a George Benson song, but everybody at their graduation was like, I believe the children are the future, teach them well. And she had Whitney Williams. She calling Wendy Williams a custy, and I'm dead ass serious. You guys she was calling Whitney Houston a custy. That changed the perception of Whitney Houston after that. Then Bobby Brown, he had his jaw and shit. It was a mess. It was everybody sung the Greatest Love of All, right? So that fucked that fucked up our look at Whitney Houston. This is Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? Whitney fucking Houston. So I don't know, man. Hopefully, somebody says sexual talk and Neltron, you wildin'. Yeah, she talked about Method Man's wife, because we didn't know that. I mean, and that's when the gloves was off to me when she disclosed his wife's medical records and her condition and all that shit. It was like, why do we need to know that? And at the same time, we didn't even know that Method Man was married, right? And she put that out there, no mercy, and it was really nasty. It was really really nasty, and it is what it is. Man, I could sing if I want. What's wrong with my singing? I ain't no fucking singer. But listen, man. All I'm gonna say is this. If you feel bad for somebody, I ain't here to tell you who to feel bad for and not to feel bad with. But people gotta stop. I seen people on social media writing books how she need her privacy and all that shit. How somebody who ain't giving nobody no privacy need privacy? That's like being a goddamn private investigator and you peeking in people's windows and stooping in their garbage and shit. And then you say, at this time, my family would like privacy. Who fucking family you gave privacy to? Nah, we can't do that. We can't. Listen, when you content, you content. You made a lot of people content. You made a lot of people content. So when you content, hey, you made people content. When it's your turn, I don't believe in karma though. I'm just saying, when you dish it out, you got to know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, it ain't about Wendy telling her business. It ain't about her telling her business. She didn't have to tell nobody else's business, but she did it for a living. So now it's somebody else's business to tell your business for a living. So we don't have to spare you. Sometimes people gonna laugh at you. 50 Cent been, how long 50 been making fun of her? Well, I don't even know why 50 was making fun of 50, another brutal one. 50 is brutal. So if some shit, I don't want nothing to happen to him, but if something ever happened to him, it's gonna be like, no, 50 is brutal. It's some people who are brutal. If something happened to somebody, they don't give a fuck. They just gonna speak about it. You don't think your ass is gonna be on media takeout if you a celebrity and something happened? So the owner of media takeout, if he just, I think his name is Fred, some shit, I don't know. African guy named Fred. You think if he fall down and break his crown, people gonna be like, oh no, Fred hurt himself. I mean, like, no, Fred was a fuck nigga. That's just what it is. I'm not saying that, anybody deserves to die or whatever, but shit, if you do it to people, somebody do that shit to you, nah, we ain't sitting here, we not sitting here talking about, oh, nah, you deserve this, you deserve that. Nah, we not doing that shit. Oh, no, Wendy. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real. Now, no, you know what? Fuck that. Because I was being too diplomatic and too politically correct. This is no filter. Some of y'all fucking full of shit. All right. Some of y'all full of shit. Can I just talk about how some of y'all are full of shit? I think because y'all love to cry and whine and trauma bond, y'all start feeling sorry for anybody and shit. Even fuck niggas. If you do some fuck shit and some shit happen to you, that's what happens. They be like, no, but they don't deserve it. So who deserves it then? Who deserves it? If you made a career outing people and putting people business out there, so all people saying, no, I feel bad for her. She deserves her privacy. Who the fuck she gave privacy to? Are y'all that slow? What are you talking about? She's a gossip person. She gossiped. So people gossiping on her. This is what the fuck happens. Shit, I got demonetized. Look how many people was like, it's good for him. I expect it. Hey. I don't want her to go out sick. And you know what it is? Let's be real. I don't want nobody to suffer, right? Nobody really deserves to suffer. Let's be honest. So for that, I get it. But yo, you don't find it ironic that somebody who talk for a living loses their ability to communicate? That shit don't register with you? Somebody that talked for a living loses the ability to communicate. So let this be a cautionary tale. Maybe you shouldn't get fake titties. Maybe you shouldn't fuck with that nose candy. You don't think none of that played a role in it? You don't think that candy had nothing to do with it? I seen motherfuckers on Instagram making posts and, man, I think it's always, some of y'all just want to cry, man. Motherfuckers just want to cry. I niggas always want to cry, man. Niggas want to. Anything happen. Motherfucker, what's wrong? Fuck you crying for? All over the internet, every day, somebody crying about some shit. That's what I said when everybody got so pussy, when everybody got so weak. I could be in Target and look at somebody, they want to take my head off. But they go online and be like, so let me give you a scenario. Right now in New York City and different states, you got a lot of these migrants, right? Migrants is wild. Migrants is wild. They're overcrowding cities to where the children can't even go to school. They're living in the schools. They're living in the schools, the migrants. They starting to fuck the cops up. They gangbanging. So by chance, if somebody mysteriously goes across to some of the migrants' head, man, y'all be in there. They didn't deserve that. They did? Yo, what is the punishment for bad behavior though? No, for real. They in there wilding. They fucking the cops up. We don't even got the heart to do. They fucking the cops up. And then bouncing across country and shit. They getting stamps. They getting vouchers and shit. Taking over people Airbnbs and the gymnasiums and the shelters. So if somebody mysteriously starts kicking ass, y'all will be on there talking about, they don't deserve that. They're humans. Well, who'll be treating us like humans? You bad behavior gets rewarded. So again, I don't want her to suffer. I don't want to see nobody in that state. But they put her out there. She didn't put herself on camera. Somebody set up a camera. Somebody did makeup. Knew she ain't had no wig on. So think about it. What did they do that for? What did they do that for? They didn't have to do that. Did you ever see like the last pictures of Muhammad Ali? That shit was sad. Looking at Muhammad Ali in like his last, they was like, this is his last pictures. I was like, damn. But the family had enough respect for him not to put him out there in that condition. So we always going to remember Ali. Yeah, we might remember him sometimes a little, when the Parkinson's set in. But we remembered him in all his glory and his greatness. Once you start doing shit and putting somebody out there at their worst, what did you do that for? Oh, they got a documentary coming out. Makes sense. Where's my compassion? So Calvin, you said, where's your compassion? Calvin, good night. Until you learn how to type and have proper diction and correct spelling and grammar. One of the worst times to use you are. Any other time, niggas don't know when to use that shit. This motherfucker used it. Where's your compassion? What the fuck? Niggas fuck that shit up so much. They just like, I don't know when to use it. I'm just gonna use it. I don't know when to use it. Fuck it, let me just use it now. Where's your compassion? Where is your compassion? But the point I'm making, Calvin, is you can't be compassionate for somebody who wasn't compassionate for others. That's just the truth. Oh, they told you to go to McDonald's too? Hey, Tony Williams, I appreciate you. Word. Fucking. Yeah, we ain't getting shit. Oh. Let me give you another one. Y'all president. He knocking on the door of that shit too. Yeah, I think that shit is funny though. When that nigga be like, oodles and noodles. Goddamn, uh, chew sticks. What the fuck was I saying? The country isn't. Y'all don't think that shit is funny? Y'all be laughing at that shit. That's the fucking president. You ain't got no compassion for the president. Nigga falling up the fucking stairs, Air Force One. They fucking falling up the stairs. This nigga's like fucking. And Saddam Hussein, they're like, President Saddam Hussein is dead. Let me see. Honey Nut Cheerios and the fuck he be talking about? You ain't got no compassion for him. Y'all call him Sleepy Joe. What the fuck? Fuck is wrong with him? You don't think he got that shit too? Look, Sleepy Joe right on top. You don't think he got that shit too? This nigga be falling up the stairs. The nigga fell off the bike that wasn't moving. The fucking bike stopped and he fell. Fuck you fall off a still bike. This nigga just be doing his speech and just walk away and shit. Like, fuck is this nigga going? The fucking motorcade be over here. That nigga be walking that way. Y'all don't think that shit, you don't think something wrong with that? That nigga be sitting there talking, sniffing kids and shit. Talk about Memphis Bleak is. Jiggle what? Jiggle who? Starships. Nintendo Switch. Fuck he be talking about. And y'all laugh at that shit. But you gonna say have compassion for Wendy. The fucking president. This nigga got the codes to the shit that's sending us all down. You talk about feel bad for her. She ain't got no fucking power. This nigga got power and y'all laugh at him. One day, I just expect him to just say, fuck all y'all. I'm telling you, he gonna go out with a bang. And they're gonna blame it on his old timers. I like to say old timers, even though it's Alzheimer's. But that nigga just one day he just gonna just say how he really feels. He's like, why don't you catch them niggas? They're running. I'm telling you, one day he gonna really, really tell you what he about. I'm like, why is there niggas around me? Huh? Catch those niggas. Hang them by a tree. I'm telling you, watch. One day he's gonna be like, fuck everybody. The type of nigga who piss on himself and then pull his pants down. Wipe his ass and then drop a deuce. That's y'all fucking president. And y'all talking about Wendy. Y'all think that shit is funny though? He the type you gonna be like, I smell nigga. Why ain't they all arrested? I wrote the crime bill after all. What the fuck is going on? That fucking Barack smoking cigarettes. I think I got pneumonia from this. I'm telling you. And y'all worry about Wendy Williams and this fucking nigga. I'm telling you, he going out with a bang. Let him don't get reelected. They don't even want that nigga reelected. Even his people don't want his fucking reelected. I'm telling you, when he go out, he gonna be like, all of you can suck my pecker. Or my cock. Because you know they don't say dick. I don't know why white people don't say dick. You know, we SMD and shit, but white people like, you can all suck my shaft from the back. You know, they curse weird and shit. White people like, you fucking mother prick. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. I don't know why they curse like that. You fucking cunt. I've never in my life called somebody a cunt. I don't even use that word. Like, yo, you coming through? I want some cunt. Have you ever said that shit? Like, just really think about that though. Like, yo, I want some cunt. I've never been sitting in the crib like, damn, I could sure use some cunt right now. Niggas don't say that shit. Niggas don't say that shit. That is not our word. We never be sitting there like, God, I can go for a good cock sucking right now. Who the fuck shit is that? We don't. That ain't us. Like, God, look at her mouth. I bet she sucks a good cock. We don't talk like that, fam. We like DSLs. We got all types of shit. No, their shit is you son of a bitch. Why when they get drunk too, they just be like, yeah. The fuck you saying yeah for? What is that all about? But it's just certain shit we don't say. We just, but he gonna sell you. He gonna say that shit for he gonna like, oh, you're a bunch of fucking peckers, and you go and kiss the tip of my cock for not revoting me in, and I'm gonna cut all your welfare before I go. Cause you know him, he don't give a fuck about us. That nigga don't give a fuck about us. It's like everything was our fucking fault. He said, yo, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And said that shit with a straight face too. And everybody still went and voted for that nigga too. They gonna say, I didn't vote for him. I voted against Trump. Yo, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I didn't vote for him. I voted against Trump. You think we fucking stupid? You voted for him because it was either him or Trump. The fuck are you talking about? I didn't vote for him. I voted against Trump. So that means if fucking Dr. Phil was running against Trump, you would have voted for Dr. Phil to be president? You would have voted for fucking Homer Simpson to be president? So that means you would have voted for any fucking body then. I didn't vote for him. I voted against Trump. The fuck are you talking about? That means Mike Tyson could have been up there. Like, I'm going to be the fucking president and all of you going to suck my cock. Because he'll say cock. Mike Tyson going to say that shit. And I'm going to fornicate in the White House. Mike Tyson for president. Fuck it, it's better than Trump. Vote Mike Tyson in. Nigga who got fucking punched in his head a lot. Nigga who eating mushrooms in front of you. I did the toad. And I saw God and I... Nigga... Can't make this shit up. People be so full of shit. That's why I love life. Because I get to talk. And sometimes I just watch people be full of shit. Seriously, I just be like, these people are full of shit. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I want to buy myself a birthday gift and it's out of stock and I'm upset. I'm trying to buy, I want to buy myself something for my birthday. Nobody ever really gets me shit, right? Shout out to my little baby. She said she want to buy me a gift. My little niece. No. I'm smoking. I don't smoke. I don't smoke or drink. I'm just naturally like this. But I want a drum machine, but I'm gonna open it this time. I promise you. Anybody want to buy a drum machine? So look, I got a machine, native instrument machine. I got an MPC Renaissance, and I got a MIDI controller. If anybody want to buy them, one or the low. I got them for the low. Barbie girl Tina, you ain't gonna get me shit. And don't be saying that in the chat. You ain't gonna get me nothing. All right? I know people be like trying to say you want a massage or some shit like that. Like a massage. It don't come with one of them happy ending things. Like motherfucker just gonna rub me and then be like, I bounce. That ain't how this shit work. That ain't how this shit work. Like, imagine somebody rubbing you and shit and be like, all right, you can get dressed. This shit is over. Huh? What you mean it's over? Fuck you talking about? Nah, I ain't leaving. Y'all have to call the cops in this motherfucker. I ain't leaving. No, I want an MPC. I want an MPC 37. That's what I want. But they don't have it in stock nowhere. But I got a massage last year and shit. I'm looking and shit. She was like, all right, that's it. I'm like, This ain't the shit I seen in the movies. What the fuck is this shit? You finished? Got me smelling shit, putting lavender under my nose and shit. You know how you put your head in that shit? Me, I don't trust no fucking body. So she was like, yeah, you could get undressed, from the waist down. You could leave everything up and shit. Chick is rubbing me and shit. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Got my head through this fucking hole, putting lavender under. I'm sniffing this shit. I'm like, yo, this chick trying to make me woozy. I fall asleep and then I wake up and shit, and this shit is over. So she was like, all right, that's it. That's it? Fuck you mean that's it? That ain't what I seen in the movies. I just like the movies and shit. Fuck you mean you just gonna rub me and how you rub a nigga and be like, all right, you could get dressed. Just really think about that though. You be rubbed and feel good and shit. They put them stones on you and shit. You feeling all right? And they be like, all right, you can get dressed. Who? Who could get dressed? Nah, you ain't getting no tip. You ain't getting no tip. You ain't getting no tip. Like, is it a sign or something? Fellas, help me. Is it a sign? Do I gotta do some shit? Be like, what I gotta do? I gotta be like, like I'm rolling dice. What I gotta do? Fuck, what do I say? Is it get dressed? I'm like, woo, I sure wish I could shoot some dice. The fuck? Do I like do sign? Easy like Sunday morning. What do I do? I don't know. Is y'all got some signals y'all giving shit? Fucking nigga rubbed on and felt good and shit. My NPC is $8.99. $8.99. The Cash App is there too if y'all want to blink twice. King Country's just like, I'll be like, this is shit. Woo. I bet you them agents don't play. They don't play about their money. They ain't give you no extra duck sauce. So listen, they ain't playing. The agents, you probably ain't gotta say nothing. You just gotta be like, dang on. And that shit be, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna learn. Hold on. Hey Siri. Oh, is it going to the, hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. You start getting older, you look at shit under your glasses. What the fuck is that about? I don't know. I'm like my grandmother and shit. Like, hold on. I'm not connected. Hey Siri, can you hear me? Huh? What you mean when I'm only talking to you? What are you talking about? Hey Siri. Yo, hold up. Is it volume down or some shit? Oh, okay. Yeah. Media will play softer. No. Leave it. Hey Siri. Mm-hmm. How do you say head in Chinese?
In Mandarin Chinese, head is Tou.
Hey Siri, repeat that.
In Mandarin Chinese, head is.
You didn't say it. Hey Siri, how do you say head in Chinese?
In Mandarin Chinese, head is Tou.
Po. Hey. Like, yeah, I gotta get home and do this Po man's copyright. Damn, I sure I don't really like shrimp, especially them Po boys. I don't like no Po boys. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know the wedding vows? What it say for richer for Po? Sickness and health. That it? Woo! It look like it's gonna Po. It look like it's gonna Po. Down raining. Outside, don't it? Good thing I'm here. It look like it's gonna Po. Down raining outside. Ha. That's it. I got it. It's lit. Say, excuse me. Do you watch the Teletubbies? You know who Poe is? Now I guess I just gotta hit him with the smile. Like, yo, Poe. For Richard for Poe? What was the name of that song with Anthony Hamilton and Poe, folks? Good thing I don't eat no Poe chops. Woo! Then I could play stupid. I could be like, look. What's that soup y'all eat? Poe? Oh, no, that's Vietnamese. That's Vietnamese. Yo, what's that soup y'all eat? Poe? Or pho? Poe. Yeah. Can I get some Poe? And I can play stupid. Oh, I thought that was the soup. Talking about I could get you dressed, and she was a black girl too. Told me all her problems and shit. Like, fuck you telling me? What the fuck I want to hear your problems for? It was on my birthday too last year, I promise you. She's in there telling me her problems. I'm like, fuck I want to hear your problems for? This shit come, you should be paying me now. You don't fucking rub me and be like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you can get dressed now. I'm like, I told you it was my birthday, right? You ain't got no super duper for me. You ain't got no secret shit for me or nothing. The fuck? The fuck you mean you gonna rub me? I'm supposed to go outside feeling good. What the fuck is going on? You don't get a nigga back like that. You don't leave a nigga in that state. Go outside, shoulders be all loose and shit. Like, yeah. She be like, all right, later. You don't get no tip. How much was this shit? All right, it's already paid for. I'm up out of here. You ain't do shit. You ain't earn nothing. Anyway, all right, y'all. Sunday is my birthday. Tomorrow is pre-birthday, and this is when I start eating bullshit tomorrow because I want cake. I want ice cream. I want brownies. I want to eat mad shit. Now, I ain't see, we got to be careful with some of them agents too because they got like, they might have some shit in their system. They might have some shit in their system. We got to be careful. No love me long time shit. We got to be careful, all right? Little tugboat, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else. I might take some photo. Hey, Siri. How do you say blowjob in Chinese?
In Mandarin Chinese, blowjob is 口交.
It's lit!